are a few. God bless him.
Can you hear me all right, Damien?
Yeah.
Good. Right, so did you get back from Honkers uneventfully in the end?
I came via Dubai.
But you stopped off there?
Yes.
Oh, good stuff.
World Cup horse race. Nothing very daunting.
No, it wasn't, unless you stayed for at least a week, because they had to postpone it.
I know, I was at the postponement. So it's another night out. Oh, he looks familiar.
Brother's not playing in this one. Just one in this one. Who's this referee?
Waisale Serevi, kick-off for Fiji.
So, Fiji against Northampton underway, the first quarter-final. Big Dave Merlin laying it back. Bit of physical presence in this Northampton side, and that's vital when you're playing Fiji. Their handling's good, but they're very physical too, as you can see there in the close exchanges.
Thank you.
Great pressure from the Fijians. Referee spotting it. Instant there, Northampton break away.
Great running, Ben Cohen. They're in, mauling it, Chris Johnson. And last Fiji got it. Jope Tuikabe. Little knock forward though by them. Scrum down, Northampton ball. And Damien Hopley, Northampton doing exactly the right thing, taking the Fijians on. If they sit back and let them get the ball, then you're immediately in trouble against a side like this, aren't you?
You have to take the Fijians on physically. Otherwise it could be a cricket score, as Henley found out to their peril earlier on.
Brett Taylor with the feed for Northampton. Causing problems. Serevi getting through there and worrying, but not making the tackle. Northampton, though, a little knock forward. Scrum down, Fiji's ball. Well done, Northampton, winning that one against the head. They've mauled it free. Now a bit of space. There's an overlap out here. If they can find him, they can. Richard Jackson. Koroi getting in to make the tackle. Okay, says the referee. Taylor gets past one tackle. Not going to be any problem for Serevi. Picks it up. Little coup step. Broken play. This is where they're most dangerous. There he goes, right in time. The big man, Vunibaka, as he did so often in Hong Kong, going the whole length of the field. And Northampton, one moment, think they're doing really well, and the next moment, they're 5 points down.
Great step from Serevi as ever. We've seen him, the magician of Hong Kong, displaying his wares at Henley. I think he was on his outside with Vunibaka. I'm sure this won't be the last time we see this man going the length of the pitch all afternoon.
Over goes the kick from Serevi. 7-0 to Fiji. Meli Serevi, Waisale's younger brother, not in the starting lineup for this game. Even smaller, his brother, 2 years younger at 26. Oh, and there's a kick that hasn't gone 10 metres. That'll be a free kick back from halfway for Northampton. Good new rule, this. Taylor, oh, and again the anticipation was all too easy. Tuikabe reading that one all the way, and the young Northampton players really falling into a trap, not looking, just a little bit anxious and trying to spin it back the other way.
Fiji second try.
And Serevi with the little chip over the bar, 14-0 Fiji.
Great pressure again, the Fijians. We often talk about them being an outstanding attacking side, but really their defence has been superb this tournament. A good take and try for Tuikabe.
Good drop out from Serevi. And Fiji have regained possession from it. Koroi played scrum half in Hong Kong, out in the centre in this one. Little knock forward, a mistake there on the pass from Vunibaka to Koroi. We don't see that very often. Scrum down Northampton. Mr. Lasham, the referee, appeared prepared to let that go, but the players decided it wasn't in. Does that so well, Serevi. Just thinks, well, I'll just chip a little pass. But well done. Northampton came up with it. Taylor got the pass away. There was a little nudge forward, though. Almost a heel against the head. Serevi to Koroi, Serevi on the loop outside. This time dummy, as everybody pays so much attention to Vunibaka. Vonolagi, former captain of the national team, captain of this team. That was all right, well done. Northampton holding possession really well. Hanging off the back, Meli Serevi, who's come on now as a substitute. Out it goes to Vunibaka. Well, I don't think this will be a contest. No, Vunibaka, a huge man, but really when he does open up and go for it, is very, very quick indeed.
Again, outstanding play from the Fijians. Serevi there, just looking so relaxed. He really is a wonderful ball handler. Has so much time on the ball. When you've got pace like Vunibaka, you can outstrip most defences in the world, let alone Northampton youth side who are playing here today. Great work there from the Fijian side.
Oh, it's good from Serevi from the touchline. .26-0 Fiji lead at half-time. Let me do that as a... So, half-time score, Fiji 21, Northampton 0. Good pressure from Northampton. They come up with the ball, taking the Fijians on at their own game. That pressure defence, and it worked well. Taylor with the feed. Gets it back to Heffer. And away goes Cohen. Penalty. And can Northampton put some points on the board? Get back 10, says the referee. Still Northampton's penalty. Well, they still weren't back 10, and the referee was telling him to get back even further, but I think he's not going to penalise them again. That's good. Heffer, man over here now. Chance. Moya, though, closed down easily, and look, just stepping in, it was Meli Serevi. And now Waisale Serevi flicks inside to Vunibaka, the big sidestep, and away he goes. Awesome power, awesome pace, and a lovely sidestep to boot.
Referee, Mr. Jeff Warren, pitch 5 for the Wasp Women's Scottish game, please. Another try for Vunibaka, who is standing in the World Cup, particularly the final against Maraiwai.
Serevi adds the conversion, and Vunibaka looks to be in trouble. Now that is a blow to them. If that's a pulled muscle, and that's all I could think it would be, because nobody touched him, that's for sure, Damien.
Exactly. I mean, look at it here. He steps so well, cuts 2 defenders in half, leaves them for dead. It seems he might be hobbling there slightly. Just a slight twinge. I hope there's nothing too serious. We want to see more of this man flying down the pitch.
Tremendous drive from Dave Merlin, and importantly comes up with the ball. Now they've got a little bit of an overlap, but that drift defence, so good. Northampton are enjoying this. Well done, Heffer. Bit of space now, there's an overlap. Away goes Chris Johnson. Still okay, says the referee. Can they stay in control? They can. Johnson again. But now the pressure tells Serevi. Oh, and Serevi wants to get on the scoreboard himself. Lovely little backhanded pass. Oh, and that was unfortunate. The slip down, Koroi strolls in. And the Northampton players looking at each other as if to say, what the diggins do we have to do to stop them? Serevi wide of the right post. So 33-0.
Outstanding step again from Serevi. Just could move so easily off either foot. Beautiful goose step. One man to beat. Pulls the old backhand flick out of the bag, and Lemeki Koroi, who looks like he's had one too many carvers since Hong Kong, strides in for an excellent score.
Yeah, he's certainly put on a little bit of weight. They've been celebrating hard, Damien, obviously.
They took a leaf out of our book in Hong Kong.
Again, Merlin bumping his man off. Taylor recovering so good though. Heffer has nowhere to go, and the pass inside suddenly astray, and away this time comes Maraiwai. But a forward pass, hope again. Northampton would dearly love to get at least one score. Inside the 22, but you just watch this Fijian defence in this sort of situation. Suddenly they've got a man isolated already. Good work from Ben Cohen. The dummy is all working on that occasion. Well, Durham scored a try against the Fijians, and now Northampton have as well. Over goes the conversion. It's too late to make any difference on the result, but nice to do in any case.
So Northampton looked like they were going nowhere. Ben Cohen just stands up his man. Good slip. Thank you very much, sir. Then he goes for an excellent score, and he'll be delighted to have put one over against the Fijians. Good work from Northampton.
Meli Serevi. Again, the support's there. Waisale Serevi now. Well, that was good. Got in quickly on the tackle. Well, it was touch, yes. I thought for a moment the touch judge wasn't going to raise his flag, but he did. Maraiwai just didn't get the pass inside at the time. Look at the size of the Fijian forwards. Tend to think of them as so skillful, you don't realise how big they are. Merlin again, trying to put his man off Maraiwai. Good wrestling match this. Straight arm wrestling. Vonovono in at the middle of that. With Merlin, it comes back. Good discipline from Maraiwai because he would have been offside. Well, they had to give it in the end.
Interesting tactic there from the Fijians. Well spotted by the referee.
Well, how to get rid of an overlap that was. Koroi certainly looking a bit tired of that. He wasn't going to work that hard. The end of the match, 35-7 to Fiji. Northampton put up a good show and thoroughly enjoyed it. They played against the great Fijians, and it's no disgrace to come out second best. Most sides do. So there it is, the half-time whistle. Fiji leading 21-0. We know him.
The Fijians will have their cricket whites on for this one.
So with Oxford and Cambridge in the semi-finals, we could have an all-varsity final, but Oxford having to face Fiji, I think you're a bit hard against it. Straight into touch. And a line out to Fiji. Serevi grabbing the ball, knowing he can throw in from anywhere behind the mark. Beautifully tapped back, but It was Tuikabe who couldn't hold the pass. Trevor Walsh with the throw, but Fiji come up with it again. Serevi. Kick and chase. Well, he was bumped. Tony Spreadbury doesn't appear that interested. And why should he be? Because the other Serevi, Meli Serevi, almost made it. Always dangerous behind their own line, but now they've got a chance. But again, he doesn't fancy going all the way. It's the kick and rush. And Serevi, can they isolate him? A lot of people have tried. Well done. But then it goes to Vunibaka. Vunibaka limped off in the final pool match, but it seems fine now. Lovely little slip underneath, but sadly for them, Whit Booth couldn't quite hold it. Nick Booth. Good chance there for Oxford if he could have held on to that. Fiji averaging around 45 points, over 45 points a game so far. But Oxford not slouches either. They're averaging something in the region of 35. Kick and chase. Just flicked away. Good effort there though from Geraint Williams. Good tackling from Oxford. They're getting in amongst them, upsetting the Fijians. But this is when they're at the most dangerous. Serevi, the little flick there. Support again, that's where they're so good. Koroi, away he goes. Tony Spreadbury sprinting like a good one. And he's closer by 40 metres than any Oxford player.
Koroi on that breakaway, instigated by...
Tony Spreadbury obviously looking for selection for the next World Cup 7 side.
After all that Oxford pressure.
Chip, he doesn't bother with any run-up, just stands there steady and puts it over, so 7-0.
Again, Serevi, beautiful pass off to Vunibaka. And who's there but Lemeki Koroi, the old firm from the Hong Kong Sevens, running through a familiar routine. We can't see referee Spreadbury there, but I assure you he was very close.
Played back well by Tuikabe. This is Meli Serevi, but a little nudge forward, I think, there, yes. Mr. Spreadbury agrees with me. Doviverata just knocking on there. Australian scrum half. Well, that's suicide. That's what you don't do. Well, they've laid it back, but they've still got spare men now. Beautifully done, looking for space. Doviverata loses it, but just forward. Well, you very rarely get away with a mistake like that against Fiji, Damien.
Poor play there from Oxford. You can't afford to give away possession. We see how the Fijians, every time they get involved in contact, they throw the ball backwards, regardless of where it goes, knowing that support will be there.
Meli Serevi to Waisale Serevi to the posts.
Serevi converts his own side up. Waisale Serevi.
Simple set-piece move here from the Fijians. A little bit of brotherly love there. Waisale Serevi, in acres of space, trots in for a well-deserved score.
14-0. Well done by Coleman McCarthy, and out into the spaces. Needed support, well picked up by Geraint Williams, and away goes Ronan Brown. I'm afraid the pass was forward, in fact he was in touch first. Trouble is, you've got to really put somebody clear against the Fijians. They've got much more pace than you think.
And once you put them clear, John, you've got to get in support, which is the essence of sevens play. You can't rely on one man to go the length of the pitch. And that's, of course, he's Vunibaka.
Tuikabe doing well. Out to Serevi, into Koroi, out to the other Serevi. Vunibaka, now look how strong he is now, you've got to hold on to him. It's a wrestling match, and still Vunibaka manages to get it back. Oh, and Serevi almost allowing Oxford in there for a soft try.
Marika Vunibaka put under pressure, trying to make the ball available. 3 Oxford men around him. A little chip and chase. What's Serevi doing? Leaves it alone and just misses it.
But the scoreline, half-time, and 14-0 to Fiji.
Quick jump to mention that the Henley Glenryck Sevens will be open until half an hour after the final. Every good thing on sale there. And of course all the hospitality facilities will remain open as well. Food and drink. Seven minutes to go in this second semi-final. 14-0. Fiji. Fiji with 5 players out of the 7. 1-1 at the World Cup. Fiji first over the line.
So, second half underway. Geraint Williams with the kickoff. Beautifully picked up by Coleman McCarthy. Flicks it inside, but it was too hard. These 10% chance balls are no good in this game.
Again, the precision is lacking from the Oxford side. They're making good headway, but these balls going back inside really aren't working.
Wheeled the scrum there. Deliberate little ploy just to upset the Fijians. Meli Serevi feed, and Oxford almost stole it. Just putting pressure. The Fijians, just as in 15s, don't like scrummaging. This time they've got it. Away to the playmaker, Waisale Serevi. He's much stronger than you think. Koroi out to Vunibaka. Now, can they get him down? Williams does it. McCarthy picks it up, and he's over. Try Oxford. The biggest cheer of the day. Good pressure. That's what brought that about. McCarthy, the big man. He's had a couple of promising runs, and that time he was close enough to just charge for the line. There's the man that made it. Geraint Williams with a good tackle. Struck it well, but it's coming right across the face of the post. Still hope for Oxford, 14-5.
Here we see Geraint Williams putting in good pressure, good defence. Colin McCarthy picks up the loose ball, crashes over through a couple of Fijian tackles. That's an excellent score for Oxford.
5 minutes still to go. Same again as what they want. Tuikabe gets it away to Serevi, but he's robbed. Well done, that's it, they're learning. Retaining possession well. All thrown away, but Oxford have got plenty of support there. Away, this time goes Nick Booth, and Booth over in the corner. Good pace, and he got exactly the right man to run against.
Outstanding work from Oxford. Geraint Williams gives the ball out to Nick Booth, who shows exceptional pace. The scorch around the Fijian defence. One man left. As we all know, Waisale doesn't like tackling too much. Good score for Nick Booth.
They worked that absolutely perfectly, because Maraiwai was the defender, who's probably the slowest man in the team. And then Serevi, who's perhaps when it comes to tackling not the bravest.
I think Nick Booth is quite pleased with that.
Well, 2 tries each, and good to see the Fijians being given a tough game. They're still in the lead, 14-10, because they scored theirs under the posts, and Serevi converted both their tries. Oxford failed too, but one more try, and Oxford are back in the lead. Maraiwai gets the pass away to Meli Serevi, does well. Good movement. Maraiwai. Well, he's determined to show he has got a bit of pace, and goes the length of the field just to confound me. But he chose it well, got away very quickly at the start, and there was nobody really chasing him.
Well, I wish I was that slow, John.
You will be one day.
What slightly concerns me, John, is if it's a all-varsity final, what are they going to do with the prize money?
Donate it to charity, I'm sure.
I'll believe that when I see it. Maraiwai showing good pace here. Gets the ball. Great step. Just checking that the defence isn't homing in on him. Well done, Fiji.
Serevi with the long dropout. It goes to Richie Mayer. That's the thing to do, though. He did well to hold on. Far better than throwing a wild pass. You're not going to get through gaps like that. Well, the referee says play on. I would say the tackler hadn't regained his feet and therefore wasn't allowed to do that. Serevi offloads to Maraiwai. Well, Oxford's still not finished. Trying to work an opening through the middle. They've got to support it. They're not going to outrun them. And there's suddenly the mistake, and Koroi coming away with it. Geraint Williams after him, but that was always cruise control. He knew exactly how fast he had to go. And now the match well and truly over. Fiji reasserting their control. A minute left, and they're 2 scores ahead.
Good pressure there from the Fijians. Ball goes loose. He's there to latch up upon it, but Lemeki Koroi, star of the Hong Kong Sevens.
Williams. Mistakes coming into Oxford. The referee says, no, I can't let you get away with that. There's at least one knock on. Scrum down Fiji. We're just past the 7 minutes. Meli Serevi, but he gets caught this time. Knocked forward by the Fijians. Scrum down Oxford. Tony Sredbury enjoying it so much he's not going to look at his watch. We're now past 8 minutes. Lovely little run from Meyer. Can they get the pass away? They can to get out Williams. But look at the Fijians coming back. Back inside to get out Williams. Now he's got men inside to put the knock on, and that's surely it. It is indeed. Good semi-final, but Fiji, always hot favourites, come through in the end, 28 points to 10. So to the final, it's going to be Fiji to kick off against Cambridge University. Both retaining the lineups they started out with in the semi-finals. Remember, they can substitute, but they can't bring a player back on.
12 Libya, 13 Phillips, 14 Garfield, 15 High.
Surridge, but that's a bit of a hospital pass. They do well though. Surridge, Lippitt, we know he can step inside and go. Broken down, no, the referee says it didn't go forward. That's marvellously just chipped back by Vonolagi, the Fijian captain. Just anything to get possession, that's a lesson to sides. In touch. So often, Damien, sides having got a little bit of luck going their way, tried to make too much of it instead of saying, right, we've got possession, let's build again from here.
It's a 50-50 passes, John, that these Fijians really play on. Cambridge making some good ground there, but those loose passes, money for old rope for the Fijians, who just mop them up and take possession away.
Surridge gets it away to Earnshaw. Phillips, Lippiott. Crossing game, well taken by Phillips. He couldn't get the pass away, though. That was forward. The Fijians just rushing Cambridge into things there.
But knowing this Cambridge side, they're a very confident young set of men, and I'm sure they'll be looking to give Fiji a very hard test, get into them and dent their reputations.
Meli Serevi, scrum half, Waisale Serevi, the fly half, and Vunibaka, the winger, just showed it, and was gone. And he's got such pace that you've only got to hesitate for a moment, and there's no way of coming back.
Vunibaka, part of the World Cup winning sevens, with tremendous pace.
A few of the Cambridge boys looking at each other in disbelief, but a few national sides did that in the World Cup sevens.
Here we go, set piece ball. Serevi standing well back. Gets the kickback from his brother. Vunibaka, little step, great acceleration. And really the defence at 6 and 7's there. You have to press in a straight line against this Fijians. You can't give them any space.
7-0 Fiji. Cambridge have it, but they're deep in their own territory. Surridge. Yes, good little dummy from him. He's got to get that pass away. Lippiott. But we know he can run well. Oh, and it went for the interception, Serevi. The dummy, and Lippiott was in.
I'm sure Tony Rogers would have wanted a penalty try for that.
Well, I think in fairness to Serevi there, he got it so right, he almost had a chance to go for it two-handed.
He did. I mean, he reads it so well. He feints to go one way. Look at that. I mean, poor decision by Lippiott. Should have been a score for Cambridge.
Ryan. Nick Hill. Hill showing good pace. Scragged round the neck, but he got the pass away. Ryan. Earnshaw. Penalty Fiji. Clinging on in the tackle. Just trying to power the way through. Not back 10. Good tackle. Chip and chase from Serevi. He's the only one chasing. Rodri Phillips has now got onto it. Oh, scooped up so beautifully. Serevi, he never ever misses a chance to turn on the style where skill is concerned. A risky manoeuvre. He'd have been criticised if he'd missed it, but picked it up wonderfully. That's the conversion in no time at all. 14-0 Fiji.
Cambridge caught short. Wonderful scoop there from Waisale Serevi. He really has got all the skills in the world. He doesn't mind showing them off too much. Great work from the captain.
Drops out again. Phillips. Ryan did well, but little throw forward. Johnny Cox looks horrified, but there was no question that was forward.
Ben Ryan doing well, getting men sucking the Fijian defence in, keeping the ball available. They've got to be sharp if they want to break this Fijian line down, the Cambridge side.
It's how to work an overlap. Koroi cutting inside Phillips, grabbed by Lippiott, but yet again, there's the big man, Vunibaka, on hand in support, and over under the posts. Chips it over. 21-0 Fiji.
So Fiji working the overlap. Lemeki Koroi steps inside Rodri Phillips. Good work there from Lippiott, getting back to defence, but who's inside but Vunibaka. Lovely step. Ben Ryan's challenge to no avail.
Ryan Phillips. Lippiott, good quick hands, gets him out of trouble. So that was Hill, that's Lippiott out on the wing. Knock forward from Cambridge, scrum down Fiji. Remember the final 10 minutes each way, just over 6 gone in this first half. Feeding your own scrum, says Steve Lander, the referee. Ryan. Johnny Cox offloads to Ryan. I'm not sure Ryan will thank him. Cox, though, gets back in and wins it back. Earnshaw. Got Lippiott outside him. Doesn't need him. Hill deciding he's going to go all the way. Gets the pass back to Phillips. He's got to get his pass away. Lippiott. Earnshaw. Flips it up off the ground. Penalty, says Chris Lander. He was tackled. He just had to release it. That wasn't immediate enough for the referee. Oh, and the little dummy. You could see it coming. And Serevi, I can promise you, has got another gear if he needs it. Well, he's looking around for help, but he really can go himself. Ducks under the tackle. Johnny Cox. Looking foolish, but a lot of people, and that's 200 up for Fiji. Over goes the conversion.
28-0.
And just when you thought you'd seen it all, Waisale Serevi looking around for support. Steps one way, keeps looking. Here we go, Johnny Cox coming in for the hit. Lines him up. Still no support. 1-2. And where did he go? Wonderful skill there from Serevi.
28-0. Cambridge will be very anxious to get on the scoreboard too. Vunibaka just got the shirt to hold him up. Great pass to Rugby Phillips, and this time they decide he's too far away. It was a superb pass from Ryan. Good try. Phillips the scorer.
Good work, good breakout there by Paul Surridge. Ben Ryan, ever the link, looking around for support, talking to his man, a beautifully judged pass. Rodri Phillips on the end of it, flying in for a great score. And Cambridge will be heartened by that.
Surridge pushing the conversion just wide of the left-hand post. The Cambridge are on the board. They'll feel a bit more confident after that.
And Cambridge, the Melrose Cup finalists, they've got a good record in sevens this year.
Still a minute to go in the first half. Serevi just stepping inside. Vunibaka. Yep, they've held on to him. That's the important thing. Koroi, he's a strong little fellow. Vunibaka steps out. Now Lippiott. Let's see whether you can tackle. I'm afraid he won't catch Vunibaka. Off into the wide open spaces. He'll put this one back inside. No, he just toyed with them for a moment, but saw there was cover to cover the support. Vunibaka scores in the corner. 33. And let's see what Serevi can do with a conversion attempt from the right-hand touchline. That characteristic little double bounce, just uses it to get the see how bouncy the pitch is. And that's half-time, 33-5. Fiji lead Cambridge University.
And again, Cambridge making good tackles, but Vunibaka stepping out of Hill's attempt. Tremendous pace in this side. They really can all go the length of the pitch. Vunibaka pins his ears back. A little stroll in the park on a Sunday afternoon. And his bank manager will be quite pleased with that.
Yes, sir. A lot at stake. This Glenryck Henley Sevens. £25,000 to the winners. And Johnny cocks it up. You listening? Yep. Heard you, Chris. So the second half underway. Tuikabe laying it off to Serevi. Go for chip and chase this time. Gets in there first in front of the two big forwards. He's very clever at choosing the moment on that chip and chase. Now they've got to attack it. Vunibaka. Back and start again. That's the way to do it. Meli, Serevi, Tuikabe, but who is coming through? Vonolagi, the captain. Terrific support. It's not just skill and speed. They really do know how to play this game, don't they, Damien?
The patterns they use are really quite intricate, and always the depth, always the support there. Ball goes back. If they can't get through the first time, they'll throw it back and start all over again.
Another conversion from Waisale Serevi. He really is a little genius in this game. Back in the Fijian national team at 15s after several years playing nothing but sevens. And a wonderfully gifted footballer. Up goes the hand to signal what sort of kick he's putting in.
And it seems like he's wearing a watch. I'm sure if he wins this tournament, it'll be a Rolex.
Surridge, so determined, just knocked out of his grasp deliberately. They knew if he just had to flick it back.
An uncharacteristic error there from the Fijians. And Paul Surridge doing extremely well, getting ever so close. But really, Lemeki Koroi got a hand on that. It's an interesting decision.
Not quite. Koroi in there again. There's the in-goal judge there in sevens to make sure that those decisions are absolutely correct. It's interesting that Steve Lander hasn't spotted the watch on Waisale Serevi. In the first match he had it on and was asked to take it off just at the start, but back on again now. And Ryan, beautifully picked off. There's the kick, hit it long. That was Meli Serevi, lefty it back. Bounces through the first two, gets away from the second one. Meli Serevi is back to have another go at him. A little knock forward, no. Mr. Lander says that's all right. Screaming for the ball left. but it's harder to get it there than it might seem. Hill, Cox, they're doing well to keep it alive. Phillips is outside on the wing. But Earnshaw trying to get away. Now they've got extra men. They just need to keep it coming left. Full pass from Lippiett to Surridge. Surridge inside. Meli Serevi. Meli Serevi. Oh, that was a head-high tackle. Ryan straight in. He's going to get there, is he? Yes. No, it wasn't touched. Carry on, says the referee. He did get it down, but he was just short of the line. And a moment later, Vunibaka steps inside Lippiett, and there he is. Well, Cambridge feeling very hard done by there. They took the penalty quickly. I think the referee could actually have pulled Fiji back and asked that Cambridge take it again, because they certainly weren't back 10.
Here we see Ben Ryan getting manhandle on the ball. And does he get the ball down? No. A couple of inches short. Good decision from the referee.
Serevi taps over the conversion. Up it goes to 48.
And there we see the watch, or perhaps it's a heart rate monitor.
He's only 28. Despite dominating World Sevens for so long, he's been going to the Hong Kong Sevens for a decade now. Still only 28. Hill. Surridge. Taken on the wrong one there. Ryan still full of running. Bit ragged, a little knock forward. Referee spotted it. 6 minutes gone, 4 to go. Fiji leading 47-5. 7 tries they've scored, turning on the style in the final as they've done all tournament. Wonderful skills, winning one against the head there. They can even hook. Oh, and Vunibaka decides now he's going to take Phillips on the outside, and I'm afraid he's done it. Goes to the corner, and the 8th try for Fiji. Cambridge looking exhausted, but who can blame them?
Yes, the Cambridge side have been run ragged here in this final. They haven't kept going, and they've really gone hard at this Fijian side, but really the pace and skill of this Fijian side, it's the best in the world, and really they're showing their class here now. Vunibaka looking very pleased with himself. He can feel the money in his hands as we speak.
Serevi, for once missing. Missed 2 of the conversions in this final. Back for the dropout. Oh, Cambridge got anything left to come back with. Couple of minutes still to go. Chip and chase, but this time he actually gets away. Well done, Hill. Oh, and then just exhaustion as he went to look for the pass, threw the ball away. Mosese Vonovono in at hooker. Ryan sneaks away down the blind side, chips, but who's back there? Serevi. But see 2 others with him. Away comes Surridge. Tries to feed it back. Vonovono gets it away. Quickly taken by Earnshaw. Overlap on the right. Phillips, can he get under the post? He's got to get the pass away. He can't. But the backing up's good, and Hill goes in for the try.
Well deserved, Morgan Garfield. Great draw by...
Quick thing there by Russell Earnshaw, took the quick throw into himself. Rodri Phillips providing the support on the inside. Lippiett again, holding up the defence, and Nick Hill makes up for that mistake earlier on with a great tool.
Conversion hits the post. Still half a minute to go. Damien, wonderful display again by the Fijians. They come here to these completely alien conditions. Huge win today. They played in the rain in the World Cup Sevens in Hong Kong, and yet the skills stand up and are marvellous throughout.
They're really remarkable players. Be it at Sevens or any other code, the Fijians have all the skills in the world. They've shown it here today to a capacity audience. It's been wonderful to watch.
Hill, who started that off, finishing it off marvellously. Cambridge coming back, the crowd love it. But Fiji have done all they have to do. Leading 52-10 before that. It's now 52-15.
Here we see Nick Hill scampering up on the loose ball. A lovely ball back inside. Simon Lippiett runs a great line. And who's on the outside? But Nick Hill has had an outstanding second half for Cambridge.
Cambridge have been worthy opponents. They're showing that they're the best of the rest by scoring a third try against the Fijians. Better than anyone else has managed. The final whistle goes. The winners of the Glenryck Henley Sevens, Fiji Spartans, beating Cambridge University 52-50.
Very thoughtful will be presented to Fiji, their captain, Sakeasi, Vonolagi, in front of the main grandstand by the Secretary of the Rugby Football Union, Tony Hallett, together with the prizes and trophies for the